Hello friends, welcome again to Dr. Osman's Edutrends. Hope you are all doing well. In today's video, we will be talking about PharmD course, its curriculum and scope. We will be discussing about the basic information of the course. So friends, PharmD course was launched in the year 2008. There are many questions and reasons like why this course has not been successful in India so far. Why it was brought to India, how this course is different from other pharmacy courses and MBBS course. What is the future of this course in India, and after doing this course, can a PharmD postgraduate apply prefix doctor to his or her name and can also practice or not? PharmD course is an integrated postgraduate course in which a candidate who has completed 5 years of academic or syllabus-based study and 1 year internship or residency, that is after 5 years of theoretical exposure, a candidate will have to do 1 year internship or residency in a hospital which will be divided into 6 months in different specialities and departments. Moreover, after 2nd year of academic study, they will be posted in hospitals. During this internship or residency, different clinical activities like ward rounds with doctors, checking the patient's medical history, checking the prescribed or written medicine along with sensitive medications, that is Schedule X medications, preparing a logbook and submitting it to instructor or preceptor, and after 1 year obtaining your certificate. The student have to submit the same to the college, which is one of the requirement to obtain final PharmD degree. The course was introduced in India in 2008 under the Pharmacy Act 1948. Approved by Government of India and Pharmacy Council of India (PCI), the first batch of PharmD got passed out in the year 2014. Now let us see how PharmD is different from other courses. Other pharmacy courses are basically 3: diploma, graduation and post-graduation in pharmacy. If you do a diploma, you will be called as diploma in pharmacy and diploma holder. If you do a bachelor, you will get a bachelor's degree in pharmacy, that is B.Pharm. If you do a post-graduation, then you will get a master's degree in pharmacy. And in last, if you do PhD, then you will be getting a doctorate, that is PhD, doctorate in philosophy. After PharmD, you will be called as doctor in pharmacy. Here you need to know that prefix doctor before the name after PhD is spelled out as doctorate, and the prefix doctor before the name after doing PharmD is spelled as Doctor of Pharmacy, and there is a big difference between the two. What is the difference between MBBS and PharmD course? Friends, I have made an exclusive video on this. The link is in the description below. You can surely watch it. Quickly, if we talk on this, then there is one major difference between these two courses, that is MBBS means Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, and PharmD is Doctor in Pharmacy. In PharmD, any student pursuing this course will study medicine subject same as the student who study MBBS course, but PharmD student will not be aware of surgery subject. In other words, a PharmD postgraduate can prescribe medicine but cannot do a surgery or operation. That's all. Now let us see why PharmD was introduced in India. There are several reasons to introduce PharmD course in India. Firstly, a hospital, whether public or private, requires a pharmacist whose job is to handle prescription after a doctor has diagnosed the disease, a patient's medicine history, meaning to take details if one has already taken medicine, maintaining inpatient and outpatient flow in hospital pharmacy, explaining patient about the do's and don'ts of Schedule X medicines which are highly sensitive, and many other tasks such as treatment charts, food and drug interaction studies, etc. All these tasks were required to be done by pharmacists so that there should be no extra burden on doctor and the functioning of the hospital goes smooth. During the past several years, 98% of pharmacy graduates were opting for pharmaceutical industry jobs and only 2% of graduates were available for responsibilities of hospital pharmacists. So the decision was made to fill this gap by bringing this course into education. The second reason is that in India, medical treatments is such that doctors only diagnoses the disease and doctors only prescribe the medicine. If we see in developed countries such as America, Russia, UK, Australia, Germany, etc., doctors do diagnose and identify a disease, perform surgery if required. That is the role of a doctor. After that, the role of pharmacist comes into picture or practice. On these lines, doctor diagnoses, the pharmacist prescribes the medicine to the patient and take care of its medications. Since then, the role of pharmacists in foreign hospitals has become very important. In foreign countries, when the B.Pharm graduates M.Pharm postgraduates apply for job opportunities in hospitals, their interpretation and acceptance is not considerable due to the syllabus and course content they read during their study, which does not match detailed studies on hospital-related clinical pharmacy or pharmacy practice as compared to their completed candidates. On the other hand, PharmD course in syllabus and curriculum is designed to be accepted universally so that these students get job easily. Friends, why PharmD has not been successful in India so far? There are several reasons for this. The first and major reason is that there were two regulatory bodies to regulate this course, namely Pharmacy Council of India and All India Council for Technical Education. Over the years, there has been a major problem with the pharmacy curriculum that this course or curriculum has been controlled or regulated by both the bodies, that is PCI, Pharmacy Council of India, and AICTE, that is All India Council for Technical Education. Along with PCI, AICTE regulating this course, which was in fact a benefit to students to receive scholarship, and at the same time, AICTE has been considering this course into category of technical course. Now the problem was the dual regulation by both PCI and AICTE, as that the colleges and universities running this course have always been confused as to which body to be followed to run this course, and they had to get the approval from both the regulatory bodies. Out of this, the most important confusion was that who will decide the course curriculum, because both are completely different bodies. Positively, in the last few years, Pharmacy Council of India has now managed to implement its own course curriculum in all the pharmacy colleges all over the India. Another reason why PharmD course was not successful in India is that the course was not gaining recognition in a true way. These PharmD postgraduates acquires much knowledge about medicines during their studies that they can easily prescribe medicine to patients, as is the case in foreign countries. That is why the value of a doctor is more. When the PharmD postgraduates visits the hospital to prescribe the medication, the doctors looks and refer them to get the approval from Doctors Association and Medical Council of India, as the tie-up of the hospital falls under the Medical Council of India regulation. The PharmD postgraduates often advise to practice by going to rural areas or villages where these doctors do not want to go and practice. The third reason for not getting proper recognition to the course is the Board of Specialities. In foreign countries such as United States, there is a special regulatory board for pharmacy professionals called as Board of Pharmacy Specialities, which regulates that PharmD person can practice and prescribe the medications in hospital. As such, there is no such board in our country, so far as there are three regulatory bodies, that is PCI, Pharmacy Council of India, AICTE, that is All India Council for Technical Education, and MCI, Medical Council of India, which functions separately. Friends, let us now see what is the future of PharmD in India. PharmD is a very good course with lots of job opportunities, but as I told you just now, as long as Pharmacy Council of India, All India Council for Technical Education, and Medical Council of India, and as well Government of India has to take a solid step together for betterment of this course, problems with acceptance and recognition for this course will continue to arise until professional standards are raised. If these problems are solved, then this course will definitely take the pharmacy and healthcare system in India on new heights. So friends, I hope this video is informative to you all. We'll meet soon. Thank you.